Hello, this is Mike List. Today I would like to talk to you about applying some different techniques from the tabla to the frame drum. In short, the three things I'd like to cover are applying the ga stroke from tabla, so you can get a left hand doom sound on frame drum. I'd also like to talk about a few tirikita patterns that are common in tabla that can make for some nice phrases on frame drum. And then also utilizing this dinna stroke that comes from tabla that uses the index and ring finger to do a similar thing that we just did with the tirikita strokes, but with tak sounds. So, for this video, I'm going to work under the assumption that you are familiar with the three basic sounds of frame drum, doom, tak, and pa, and that you're also somewhat familiar with the Indian split hand technique, using the first finger and then this three group of fingers for multiple strokes. Another short note, a lot of the doom strokes I use for this are with my middle finger here, which is a slightly different timbre than with the thumb, like that. Both are applicable, and sometimes I'll use either one, kind of whichever one's easier. So the first topic, the ga stroke on tabla, is your open low bass sound, is made with this kind of scorpion stroke like that. And on frame drum, I'll turn it to the side here. So if you have your hand here, that's a similar sound to this doom. It's not exactly the same as that doom, so if I'm pairing it with one, I'll try and pair it with that. So that's with the middle finger and the index finger together, striking with the tips of the finger curling down to strike the drum. So obviously just repeating that over and over is a good way to get work on that stroke. And another exercise that works well for that is playing the grid, 16th note grid, bar 4/4, moving to accent each bar. And so with the accent, you can play a doom. So if we played, so this opens up some possibilities for you to play doom in the left hand. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, I'd like to talk about three different phrases that work pretty well, combining the split finger technique with the left hand. And the first stroke is, or the first phrase would be a 2-bar phrase, da tirikita taka. So da from tabla is this, and it's going to be a doom on the frame drum. And right hand, tirikita taka. So applied to the frame drum, we're going to use the split hand technique in the center of the drum for a pa stroke. And with the left hand, we're going to fold the hand over and get a muted pa stroke as well. So we'll go doom, that's 2-beat phrase. 3-beat phrase. Boom, titty, get ta ta ta, titty, get ta, boom, titty, get ta ta ta, titty, get ta, boom, titty, get ta ta ta, titty, get ta. You can just continue the pattern 2 and 1, so a 3-beat pattern. For the 4-beat pattern, you have to add a double in there if you want to call it that. So it's boom, titty, get ta ta ta, ta ta, titty, get ta ta, boom, titty, get ta ta ta, ta ta, titty, get ta ta ta. So on beat 3, you only play with the 3 side of your hand and have a taka in order to make it lay well so that you can have a doom at the end. The technique I'd like to talk about next in tabla is a stroke called dinna. Dinna, dinna, dinna. Which uses the index finger for an open stroke, and then the ring finger comes back. Dinna, 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 dinna. And applying that to frame drum, you can do that for multiple tocks on the edge of the drum. In some ways, I think this works better because your ring finger and index finger are about at the same height, right? So they hit about the same place of the drum. If you wanted to do it with your middle finger, you might have to bend your hand a bit like that. So like this. And most of the time when I use this stroke, I'm going to be using ring finger first. So if you combine that again with a left hand tock, we can play all those phrases we just learned. We'll start them with a tock in the beginning. Tock, once you work on these and speed these up, it allows for some more phrases you can play. You could also start with a doom. And so I hope that these techniques taken from tabla applied to frame drum, modern frame drum technique, can help you out and give you some more musical vocabulary for your music.